I'm tired, but I cannot keep from singing. Nobody said how could they, though, that this is how the dream would go. And I don't know, but I feel my time is coming. My time is coming. And I'll keep on traveling this path, though it may be steep. And I'll keep on fighting my fears, though they may run deep. And I'll keep on singing, I'll keep on singing. It's 30 feet up in the air, and I'm standing on a wire somewhere between the ground of safety and the heavens. I can't look down, I can't look back. I'm finding it hard to keep track. I must keep focused on the place I'm going, oh, where I'm going. And I'll keep on traveling this path, though it may be steep. And I'll keep on fighting my fears, though they may run deep. And I'll keep on singing, I'll keep on singing. Sometimes these old records in my mind leave me feeling faith is hard to find. When enough of you say what I'm trying to do can't be done, I just gotta run. I'll keep on fighting my fears, though they may run deep. I'll keep on traveling this path, though it may be steep. And I'll keep on singing, I'll keep on singing. I'll keep on traveling this path, though it may be steep. I'll keep on fighting my fears, though they may run deep. And I'll keep on singing, I'll keep on singing. I'll keep on singing, I'll keep on singing. I'll keep on singing, I'll keep on singing.
I've heard it said that we're small and alone on our path, but my mind is set.
I'm trying to get his attention.
Good morning. Come on in and find a seat. There's a lot of energy in here today. It's wonderful. Welcome to Unity Columbine Spiritual Center, where centered in God, we celebrate a world of harmony, peace, and abundance for all. And we are happy today to welcome Rebecca Folsom back. And John Stubbs is here with us. And some of you might remember the guy back on the drums, Mr. Larry Thompson. So let's stand and sing.
Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Another day goes by and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. I want the world to know we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide, kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart each and every day. Put a little love in your heart. There's no other way. Put a little love in your heart. Let kindness be your guide. Put a little love in your heart. It starts inside. Put a little love in your heart.
And now we want to put a little love in the children's hearts. Come on up. This is our time to honor the children. We will hear a little bit from Jeannie, and then we will bless them out and then stand for our second joy song.
Thank you. All right, if I could get all the kids to come up, we have a very, very exciting day today because it's Annalise's first day on staff as the Youth and Family co-director. Yes, woo! And we are so beyond grateful to have her and all her incredible gifts. Can you hand her that balloon? And so I would like all of you that are up here to go get a flower from Aria, and let's pass out some flowers to Annalisa. So everyone come get a flower. You guys ready? And then you can just pass them to Annalisa, and she can just hold all her flowers. All right, when you get your flowers, you can hand them to Annalisa. And again, we love you, and we're so excited that you're here. Yay. All right, so right after the service today, we have another, we have our first of a two-part parenting workshop. So you'll get a little bit more information about that, but if you haven't signed up and still want to, you're welcome to do that today. And we are going to go downstairs and we're going to talk a little bit more about being the artists of our own life and do some creations. So you can bless us out.
Well, I'm walking with the Spirit. Yeah, I'm talking with the Spirit. I'm learning with the Spirit. I'm turning with the Spirit. I'm growing with the Spirit. Showing with the Spirit. I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. I'm walking with the Spirit. I'm talking with the Spirit. I'm learning with the Spirit. I'm turning with the Spirit. I'm growing with the Spirit. Showing with the Spirit. Walking with the Spirit in front of me. When I find myself in one of those situations leading to some kind of drama and confrontation, I go within and I get plugged in. My friend, before it's too late, I put a little Spirit in front of me and make those crooked places straight. Yeah, I'm walking with the Spirit. I'm talking with the Spirit. I'm learning with the Spirit. I'm turning with the Spirit. I'm growing with the Spirit. Showing with the Spirit, walking with the Spirit in front of me. Oh, I'm walking with the Spirit, talking with the Spirit, learning with the Spirit, and I'm turning to the Spirit, growing in the Spirit, showing.
So now we shift our energy and prepare for prayer and silent meditation. So we start with music, and then Reverend Sue will lead us in the prayer and meditation.
All right, this is a brand new song, and one that was gifted from this guitar. I got it as a brand new guitar, and I realized after writing most of the song and getting what the song was about, I researched where this guitar came from, and it turned out that her redwood came from the redwood forest, and she was sinker redwood in the water in the redwood forest. And so she'd been there for over 100 years, standing there watching everything going by, and this song felt like a gift from her. This is called Sparrow. Sparrow, sparrow, share your song with me. Sparrow, sparrow, sing all that you can see. Seasons turning, tiny feathers in a breeze. Sparrow, sweet sparrow, share your sweet song with me. Willow, oh willow, weeping willow tree. Willow, wise willow, bending deep, moved by the wind, dancing gracefully. Willow, weeping willow, share your wisdom with me. River, oh river, rolling to the sea. River, oh river, wash over me. Through parts unknown, past roots and stones, playfully. River, oh river, on your way and free. I went to the forest to soothe my soul. I went to forage pieces to be whole. Friend, dear friend, walk this way with me. Friend, dear friend, hand in hand, gratefully. Hold me gently, hold me true. Friend, dear friend, my heart sings and soars, bends and rolls with you. Forest, dear forest, thank you.
And so I invite you into a time of prayer with me. Gently close your eyes if you feel comfortable and take a deep breath, letting go of anything that happened before this moment and drop into your heart. We drop into our hearts, we can be filled with gratefulness. And sweet Spirit, I am grateful for the beauty that is all around. All the beauty of nature, the beauty of the poppies on our altar, the beauty of the guitar, the tree that made Rebecca's guitar, the beauty of the beautiful plants and trees and flowers in our garden, the forests, the mountains, the streams, all of this just here for us to appreciate and be in awe of. Sweet Spirit, I'm grateful for this moment, this day, where all of life is springing forth, where the sun is shining, bringing its warmth, and the birds are singing, and the bees are buzzing, and all that is just calling forth this new life, even for noises outside, that we are alive. Grateful for this day where we feel this ability to be in devotion to something greater than ourselves, to be loyal to love, to be loyal to our own spiritual awareness. So thank you, Spirit, for this awareness, for as long as I can stay awake to it. I bring this love, this awareness to everyone on our prayer list, every prayer request in our prayer box, surrounding all those people and all the circumstances that they're facing with love. Because love wins, love heals, love transforms. Now I want to invite you into a time of meditation with me, a time where we turn within and just embrace that love that is within your heart. At the end, Rebecca will gently lead us out with music, but for now, let's rest together in the silence.
One voice rising in the darkness. One voice, no matter how small. One voice, each of us together becomes the one voice of us all. One voice, one word, one choice, love. Show us how we can make a sanctuary, a safe refuge, a higher ground. One people living in one world, each act of love. Show us how. And one world, we are brothers and sisters. One world, it's really rather small. One world, ours to care for. One world together, a sanctuary for all. building a new dream. Every garden that we tend, every broken heart we mend, every battle that we end, we're building a new dream. Ooh. Oh, oh, every wall that we break down, every hand that reaches out, everywhere that love is found, we're building a new dream. Every garden that we tend, every broken heart we mend, every battle that we end, we're building a new dream. Love, 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 show us how we can make a sanctuary, a safe refuge, a higher ground. One people, one world, each act of love. Show us how. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Love, show us how.
Wow, thanks, Rebecca. That was just beautiful. Great to have you back. John, always great to have you. And Larry, it's wonderful to have you back. It's been a while. Yeah. We're grateful. There was a young woman who brought her new fiance home to meet her parents. And after dinner, the dad invited the young man into his study to ask him a few questions. And so he said, what are you doing, with your life, young man? And the man said, well, I'm a Bible scholar. I'm studying the Bible. And the dad said, interesting, admirable, but what are you going to do to provide my daughter with a house as she's accustomed to living in a nice house? And he said, well, I will study the Bible and God will provide for us. And he said, the dad said, well, how are you going to provide her with a nice engagement ring as she deserves? I will study and God will provide. And what about children? How are you going to raise children? And he said, well, sir, don't worry. God will provide. And so afterwards, the wife said to the man after the young couple left, said, well, how did it go, honey? And he said, well, the bad news is he's got no job and no plans. But the good news is he thinks I'm God. I love that story. I mean, the young man clearly is devoted to his Bible study. And the dad is clearly devoted to his daughter and perhaps how he's been able to provide her with a nice lifestyle. But it asks the question, to what are you devoted? Where is your loyalty? We can be devoted to lots of things. We can be devoted to stress. We can be devoted to greed. We can be devoted to money and getting ahead in our jobs. We can also be devoted to things that really help us grow as spiritual beings. Yesterday, I read an article in the New York Times, and the feature article was about how people are kind of addicted to their streaks. Like you're on a winning streak. And I was thinking about Wordle. Yeah, every day I do my Wordle, because if I miss one day, I have to start over. And my biggest streak is 66 days. And right now I'm at 17, and I can't miss a day, or, and connections too, they give you a streak, right? They tell you how many days you've won in a row. But what if we had a streak on how many days in a row we pray? Or how many days in a row we meditate? Or how many days in a row we do one act of random kindness? Or how many days we are in a place of gratefulness? Or no complaining? How about that? Let's see how many days we can go without complaining. Be admirable. Admirable. So tonight is the beginning of a Jewish holiday called Shavuot. Shavuot. I got to say it right. Shavuot. I practiced. Looking at Mike over there. Shavuot. Shavuot is a Hebrew word that means weeks. And it was actually 7 weeks, 49 days from when the Israelites had been led out of Egypt by Moses until they were on Mount Sinai and received the Torah, received the 10 Commandments, in particular the 10 Commandments. And it shows a devotion. Receiving the Torah shows a devotion by God or Spirit to the Jewish people and a loyalty from the people to God, to Spirit. If God is a triggering word for you, whenever I say it, put something else there. Universe, divine mind, whatever works for you. But Shavuot, with the Jewish people, how they celebrate it is they light candles, they stay up all night, because in the scriptures it says that the Israelites fell asleep and overslept the morning they were supposed to receive the Torah the first day. And so they solved that problem by staying awake all night and studying the Torah. They read the book of Ruth, which comes from the Hebrew scriptures, and I'll get into that in a little bit. And they also say it's very important for them to hear the 10 Commandments. Hear the 10 Commandments. Now, many of us grew up knowing or learning the 10 Commandments, a big list, a list of 10 things that we shall and shall not do, right? So all our do's and our don'ts. And they're very helpful for children who need to have guidelines, like, don't touch a hot stove, or don't lean too far out the window, things to keep us safe. But we want to look at the 10 Commandments a little deeper. And I've been reading this, and I can chase so many squirrels when I'm on this site. It's called Chabad.org, and it's a Jewish online publication that follows the Chabad movement, which is part of the Hasidic Judaism. And they also studied the Kabbalah, and they also believe that we have a divine spark within us. Sounds familiar? Sounds like unity, unity's second principle. So it's just fascinating to me. I'm just so fascinated with Judaism. But getting back to the 10 Commandments, in unity, we like to look at things a little deeper too. And in unity, we want to look at especially the first commandment. The first commandment, which is, I am the Lord your God. You shall have no other gods before me. Now, when we think about that commandment, we have to stop thinking about the Lord your God as somebody out there. Some deity in the sky, some God up in the clouds, some man who's almighty and all-powerful. We got to stop thinking about that. And it's so easy, and a lot of times if you have your embedded theology, the word God can bring you right back there, right? This is not what we're talking about. We're talking about the Lord of your own being, the Lord within you, your own divine essence. Not out there, in here. And we all have that. Every one of us, no matter who we are, no matter what we've done, no matter our past, we have Spirit in us. Now, in the Chabad.org publication, they talk about the 10 Commandments, that the first 5 are about our relationship with that inner being, with that divine essence. And the second 5, the last 5, are about our relationships with other people. And if you look at the 10 Commandments, the first 5 are about what we should do. Honor your father and mother, don't take honor the Sabbath. And the last 5 are all the don'ts. Do not kill, do not steal, don't covet. So we have to get this first one right, though. We have to. You're invited to, you don't have to. You're invited to get this first one right. I am the Lord. The Lord of my own being is within me. We are the allness. We are the eachness of the allness, as Eric Butterworth ism, if you will. And he has this book out that is so interesting, and I just love it. It's called Breaking the 10 Commandments. I don't know if we sold any after the first service, but we had 2 copies in the bookstore. But it's all about breaking them down, not taking them so literally, and breaking down the 10 Commandments so that they may have meaning for our lives today. If we just take them literally, there can be so many people can give them different meanings. So we go back to the first commandment. I am the Lord your God. I am. Once we know that, we can then not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. Be careful the words you use with your I am. The subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a joke, the truth, sarcasm, or a lie. And it just takes it all in. So we want to be very careful. Don't take it in vain. Don't say your I am with something that is not true, with something that you don't want to hold on to, that you don't want in your subconscious mind. Don't have any graven images. Don't put your power out there in the world, in someone else, in something else. The power is within. I am. I am. So we want to be just really clear on that. Where is your power? It's within. Within each of us, within each of you. The power. Honor your father and mother can mean honor that divine feminine and that divine masculine that is within you. And nurture that Christ child that is within you. Nurture yourself. Keep holy the Sabbath. Have a day of rest to contemplate on these things. It'd be so freeing to take the 10 Commandments from this point of view, that they are personal to us. I might have forgotten a quote. Maybe see if this one. As we think about our lives and the ways in which we would make them better, let us determine not to carry along beliefs, feelings, or attitudes that we cannot afford, that hamper our growth, that separate us in thought from God, that keep us from being and expressing all that we know we can be and express. We can't afford to keep thinking there's a God outside of us that's going to swoop down and fix things for us. We can't afford that. Not if we want a peaceful life. Not if we want a loving, joyful, meaningful life. Because it's not out there. It's in here. So that's a really important thing to grasp. So during Shavuot, they also read the book of Ruth. Now, Ruth was in the Hebrew scriptures is a short story. Her book is short, is only 4 chapters. It's a story about love. It's a story about devotion and loyalty. And Ruth is considered the first person to convert to Judaism. Last week, I went to a birthday party of another minister, Reverend Doris Hoskins. She's going to be here in September speaking. And she gifted me her Jewish Bible. And I just want to read this whole thing. Like, you know, it's so fascinating because it goes this way, right? And then the Hebrew is on one side, and then the translation in English, which is easy reading English, actually. And the footnotes are fascinating. And there's a lot more detail, and it's a little different than what I'm used to with the Hebrew scriptures. So I read the story of Ruth from here and got a little more. But let's start with the book of Ruth from the beginning. There's a woman named Naomi and her husband and 2 sons, and they live in Bethlehem. They live in Judea. And there's a famine in the times. And so they decide they're going to move to Moab. They're going to leave Israel. They're going to go somewhere else. How many of us do that when there's a problem? When there's a challenging situation, when something difficult comes up, and we think, well, if we just change the things on the outer, it'll get fixed. If we get a different wife, a different husband, maybe no spouse at all, if we change our jobs, if we move to a different city, maybe things will be better, we'll be happier. We won't have to face that challenge. We do that as human beings. We think that's how it's going to get fixed. But Martha Smock says this in Fear Not. No, not that one. That's later. One up. Okay. No, that's not it either. I don't think. Maybe that's it. Okay, let me pause. Let's read this. Many of us have not come to realize that we cannot simply improve our lives by changing things in the outer. Yeah, that's the right one. We do not realize that we take the cause of our problems with us wherever we go. The cause of all that happens in our lives is in our consciousness as some belief, attitude, or lack of understanding. Unity's third principle. How we experience life is determined by our thoughts, our beliefs, our attitudes. And so this is what Naomi and her husband and her 2 sons did. They moved to Moab, thinking that's going to fix things. But what happens when they get there? Naomi's husband dies. Then her sons both marry a Moab woman. And 10 years later, both sons die. And Naomi is just bitter and angry at God. How could this happen? So she decides she's going to move back to Bethlehem, where her family is, because she's now has nothing. She's in poverty. And she's got these 2 daughter-in-laws, and so she tells them, usually they have to stay with the family, but she tells them, go back to your families. Stay here in Moab. Don't follow me. You can probably remarry and be taken care of. I'm not going to have any, I have no more sons that you can marry. And the one named Orpah does go back to her family, but Ruth loves her mother-in-law. She loves Naomi, and she says this. But Ruth said, do not press me to leave you or to turn back from following you. Where you go, I will go. Where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God, my God. It's a beautiful statement of love, and I heard from someone during the first service that this was used in wedding vows often years ago. And I know that the woman who gifted me this Bible said she used it as her wedding vows years ago too. Beautiful, loving words. So Ruth and Naomi go to Bethlehem, and Ruth is a foreigner in this strange land, and they're poor. And Naomi is bitter. And her friends see her and she says, no longer call me Naomi, because Naomi means sweet. Call me Mara, because it means bitter. So Ruth volunteers to go glean in the fields, which means there was a law back then that as they were reaping the harvest, anything that fell, to leave it for the people who were poor to come and glean it afterwards, that they could get the scraps, they could get the residue, what was left. And so Ruth is gleaning in the field, and she catches the eye of the landowner named Boaz. Now, Boaz is actually a relative of Naomi's. And Boaz is infatuated with Ruth. She's a beautiful young woman. And so he instructs his people that are working the fields, make sure she gets enough, make sure she gleans plenty, make sure you take care of her, make sure no harm comes to her. And Ruth goes back and tells Naomi what happened, and she's like, oh, we got a plan here. And Ruth and Boaz end up getting married. And Naomi is well taken care of going forward. But they have a son. Ruth and Boaz have a son who had a son named Jesse, who had a son named David, King David. And what this story shows us is that all things work out for the good. That no matter what our circumstances, if we hold to spirit, if we stay grounded, if we stay in our truth, that everything's going to work out. Everything will work out. Now, this, is such a small book in the Hebrew Scriptures, but it's got such meaning for our lives. We're to be devoted, as Ruth was, to be devoted to her mother-in-law, to be devoted, to go to a foreign land where she's got nothing, and to end up marrying Boaz, who was one of the judges in Israel. He was well off. Spirit works in mysterious ways. There's a quote from Martha Smock, I believe this one's from Martha Smock, or maybe it's from Jim Lewis, who was a Unity minister. The attitudes of love and commitment of Ruth towards Naomi is the type of love and commitment we should have towards our own indwelling Lord. The greatest commitment we can make in life is the commitment to find and discover that real true self that is deep within our consciousness, to discover who and what we are as a spiritual being. With that discovery comes a realization of greater potential. With it comes new meaning and purpose for our lives, a meaning and purpose that far exceeds a mere human and physical existence. With this realization comes true spiritual growth that leads to peace of mind, happiness, health, and true security. True security, we all want that, right? Peace of mind, happiness, health, things that we want. We need to come back to ourselves. Just like the prodigal son went home, Naomi went home. We need to come home, come within, come back to ourselves, come back to who we are as spiritual beings. Look, life is going to give us stuff. We know that. We're people living in a world with people stuff. There's going to be hurts. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be all kinds of things that happen. This week I had something come up that years ago would have really knocked me off my feet. But thank goodness I have a spiritual practice. Thank goodness that I have tools to work with. That I can come to recognize that the divine flow keeps flowing until I block it with unforgiveness or hatred or anger. We block our own flow. The flow is always flowing until we stop it. And so we're invited to let it flow. Things are going to happen. Things are going to happen. We're going to get hurt because people do that. But we don't have to stay there. Work on your capacity to forgive. To forgive, 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 as Jesus said, 70 times 7. We have to keep forgiving. And what did Jesus say from the cross? Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. In this month's issue of Spirituality and Health magazine, there's an article by Dawson Church. And Dawson Church is a man who we met when we were in Kauai. He goes, I didn't know this, I'm seeing his name like every month in this magazine, every issue in this magazine. And he goes to Kauai every winter, and so we met him when he was there. He goes to the same spiritual center we go to, and we're on the island. But this article is about seekers, from seeker to finders. That most of us here, if you're in this kind of spiritual center, you're a seeker. You're seeking greater purpose. You're seeking greater meaning. You're seeking to know fully who you are. You're seeking that God self within, that true self. But there comes a time, if we can continue on the path where, as Adyashanti calls it, a vitality moment, there's a turning point, something happens where we become a finder. And a finder is really in the now moment, really present. Finders are no longer interested in old stories. Finders don't listen to that self-absorbed chatter that goes on in our minds. Finders are at peace. And whatever they're doing, they can do it out of a devotion and a loyalty to their own spiritual beingness. And so we want to work towards being a finder, right? Wouldn't you like to have more of that? More peace within, more love within. Not letting the things of the world distract us. It doesn't mean we don't get hurt. It doesn't mean that things don't happen. It doesn't mean that we're not challenged. It means we don't stay there. We get through it much quicker. And that's what we want, to get through it much quicker. That's the pearl of great price. Jesus talks about the kingdom of heaven. That's that Christ consciousness, that part of us that knows this. That part of us that knows we are spiritual beings, that knows our power is within. Martha Smock says this: the pearl of great price that we can afford is trust in the flowing quality of life, ever upward, ever working toward the ultimate good. Trust in that. Trust in that. That pearl of great price. So this week, think about, in what are you devoted? Where is your loyalty? And look for that pearl of great price, because it's closer than you think. It's within you. Namaste. Peace be with you.
That was heart and mind yum. Nourished. I was thinking about, while you were talking, Reverend Sue, about like, just what do we love? You know, it's just, each one of us could light up thinking about what we love to do, if it's gardening or what it is. And, oh man, I love Joni Mitchell. I loved her since I was 10 years old, and I just wanted to be just like her. I wanted to live in Laurel Canyon and have all those boyfriends and live that lifestyle and write all about it. But no, I ended up with one husband for like 45 years now, so Didn't do that part, but did the singing part and painting and poetry. But I just love the idea of lighting up with what we love. So the boys are going to join me on this Joni Mitchell song. We're actually doing a whole full band Joni Mitchell tribute at Swallow Hill this summer, and with Liz Barnez and Celeste Kranz and I in a full 7-piece band. So check it out. All right, here we go. I came upon a child of God. He was walking along the road, and he asked me, "Where are you going?" And this he told me. Feel free to sing if you want. "I'm going on down to Yasker's farm, gonna join in a rock and roll band. I'm gonna camp out on the land, gonna get my soul free. We are stardust, we are golden, we are billion-year-old carbon, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. Oh, can I walk beside you? I have come here to lose the small, and I feel to be a cog in something turning. And maybe it is just the time of year, and maybe it's the time of man, but I don't know who I am. But life is for learning. We are stardust, we are golden, we are billion-year-old carbon, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. By the time we got to Woodstock, we were 500,000 strong, and everywhere was a song and a celebration. And I dreamed I saw the bomber jet planes riding shotgun in the sky, turning into butterflies above our nation. We are stardust, we are golden, we are caught in the devil's bargain, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. We are stardust, we are golden, we are billion-year-old carbon, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. Yes, I loved your singing. Back to the garden.
A lot of people here, Rebecca, know that I really love lyrics. Now I know what some of the lyrics are to that song because I could hear them from your voice. Anyway, a little aside. You know me. So we're all gathered together here on this Sunday because to some degree or another, we believe in this purpose statement. So let's say it together. We commit to increasing our spiritual awareness, diversifying our community, manifesting our highest potential, and positively impacting the world. There are so many ways that each of you impact your world and the world here at Columbine, and then the greater world. And at this point in our service, we are focused on the financial stability of our community so that we can continue doing all of the things that we do here to help everybody expand and grow and get closer to the garden. And so this is the time in our service when we do invite you to share your financial gifts. So please say with me our purpose statement. Our offering blessing. God's love has always met and will always meet all my needs. I give freely, I receive abundantly, and I am grateful. And as you saw a moment ago, there are many ways for you to give. And if you're watching online, we invite you to give through the ether. There are several ways that you can do that. And we're very grateful that we have this technology that helps us to stay connected. So let's turn and give a wave to our online viewers. We're grateful that you're here and grateful for your support so that we can continue this service of welcoming those who can't get here physically. And if you're here for the first time or the first time in a long time, welcome, and we're glad that you're here. And we do have several ways to welcome you. I'll mention those in a moment. Today is the first of a two-part parenting series called Balancing Boundaries and Love. And this is called a parenting series, but it's for anybody who is interacting with children of any age. And it's something that where you will have a chance to ask questions and also get skills and information about how the heart and the brain are connected and how we can use that information to be more aware of the ways that we interact with young people. It's really important that we can make these adjustments when they're younger. So it's today, 12:30 to 2, downstairs. If you have not already registered, no problem. There is space available, and I can help you with that out in the foyer. And then also next week. So you can come to one or both, and we invite you to do that. Oh, and it's facilitated by one of our own parenting gurus, Amanda Rodriguez. So we're glad that she's here to do that for us. And then thank you for your generosity with Sister Carmen. They picked up the bin of all the items that you contributed, and that will be shared out among the community members who come to Sister Carmen. And then also I want to thank you for the people who helped with Circulation Day. So I'm going to call out a couple people. Lucy, Rick, Pam, and Julie, will you please stand up? These are the backbone. This amazing team pulled off a Circulation Day yesterday with help from Judy and from Carol, and I don't know if Tom is here. Tom was a new friend who came yesterday and helped out. And this is the way that it happened, that they were so organized from the beginning, and we took all kinds of things from the Columbine building and then also things that you brought, and then by 2:30 in the afternoon, Foss Hall was clean and reset. It was amazing. So thank you so much. And we're going to debrief and then go from there and see where does this go from here. But thank you for your generosity. And then First Fridays, this is coming up this Friday. For June and August, we're going to have potlucks. So you don't need to sign up, just come and bring something to share with people. And it'll be a time for just fellowship. We've gotten requests for that we just have time to just sit and visit with one another. And details are in your Thursday email update. And no First Friday in July. It's so close to the 4th of July. So, and who is our ambassador for today? Oh, Pat is at the back, so she'll be available. And just as a reminder, if you have any questions, whether you're new or you've been here a while, the ambassador is there for you, as well as me or any other staff members to help answer questions for you. And then who are our prayer chaplains? Oh, Vicki and Sue, thank you so much for being here. They're available to you in the sanctuary right after the service. And you can share with them anything that's heavy on your heart or that you'd like to celebrate as well. And I did just notice Amanda is here. So Amanda, would you stand up real quick? So look for Amanda if you have questions about the parenting workshop today. She's also here. Thank you. All right, let's stand for our final song and our prayer for protection.
Let there be peace. I understand, but please let there be love. I understand, but love. Let there be joy. I understand, but joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I understand, but please let there be love. I understand for love. Let there be joy. I understand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. Oh, I'm supposed to say this. Protect us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Yeah. Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide kindness will be your guide, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart each and every day. Put a little love in your heart. It's the easy way. Put a little love in your heart. You do make a difference. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Thank you all. Wonderful. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Thank you up there, Chris and Doug. And I don't know your name. Kevin? I couldn't hear you.
Sebastian.
Augustus and Augustus.